If I shoot this, will water come out? Oh wait, you can't shoot here.
Yeah, well, I mean, humans are like what 75% water or something like that.
So
What if you shoot a human, does water come out? Like,
yeah,
is blood water?
your
It's
blood's
red
got
water.
in it.
Yeah, and iron. I was actually so confused. Because like one time
Look at her bum.
when I was a kid, I don't know why I did this, but I held like a coin close to my nose, sniffed it, and was just like, why does this smell like blood?
Ew.
Because it was like the iron, you know,
Yeah.
like the metal.
Look at her bum. Can't
Why?
miss it. You just can't miss it.
Yeah, but why though?
Uncharted reference. Look at this guy. This guy. Same voice actor as Joel.
Oh wow.
I'm talking to myself. Hello. Hello, how you going, Troy
Yeah.
Baker? It's me, Troy Baker.
You're having a two-way conversation with yourself.
God, I fucking love when I used to do prank calls and I would call someone and then I would take the recording and then I would make a soundboard of that person. Then I'd call the business and talk to their co-workers with their co-worker's voice and listen to them get real confused.
I just loved the old soundboard prank calls they used to do.
Yeah, I love them
Just
too.
in general.
I got so good with the quick-witted responses. I got so good at it. Like I would use like a lot of people would take the Jack Black soundboard and they would call McDonald's and say like,
Which is pretty stereotypical, yeah.
Oh yeah, I want the 6-piece nuggets. Take four of them and shove 2 of them up your ass, etc. Just call fast food places. Basically.
I do cock push-ups.
I decided to use his quotes where he said like during the McDonald's like quotes he says, what does he say again? He says, I'm trying to watch my figure, trying to lose some of the weight. So what I did is I called gyms.
Oh, yeah.
I called gyms and I just started,
weight.
trying to watch my weight. I'm trying to lose some of the weight. And they'd be like, okay, you want a membership? And I'm just like, yes.
Yeah.
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 And it goes on for it's a good like train.
Yeah.
That you can string together a conversation with. Where you hear about us and they're like, one of them, they're like, What's your name? And Jack Black's just like, me, baby.
Me.
And they're
Me,
like,
baby.
Your name is
Me.
And he's like, me.
Yeah.
Okay, me. What membership would you like? And I'm just like, no, I don't know. Anyway, it's a lot of fun. This is our first time to shoot someone.
One of my favorite like
human
styles of comedy is like when you just take something and rip it from its context.
Yeah.
Like riffing, dubbing, all that kind of stuff is just like funny stuff. But like YouTube poop sentence mixing or like the prank call, like it's very similar to the prank calls that you were describing. I've been getting a little bit more into like YouTube poop style of like sentence mixing lately.
Yeah.
And
Look how cool she is. Watch this. She's so cool.
She is so cool.
Watch this.
Yeah.
Cool incarnate. So cool.
The coolest.
That's why she's one of my favorite characters in the whole series. It's
all about the angle of the dangle.
She's the brains and Joel is the brawn, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, pop.
Yeah.
Come on, pop your head up. Ooh.
There you go.
Right in the head, nice. Usually, if you shoot people in the head, they die.
See, if I was the one playing this game, I would kind of just be like, but the little like cursor, like the aim, would be like going around the enemy and not at it. Yeah.
Like everyone's got a different kind of game that they like, and this is my favorite.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out like if I have like a specific game that I go back and replay a lot. Croc might be it.
Croc of shit.
Hey, Croc's good. Don't mess with it.
So, what made Croc 2 bad again?
So, with Croc 2, they sort of like
Croc of shit.
They were trying to catch up with other 3D platformers at the time because they released Croc, realized they were already behind with Croc, and then in Croc 2 they introduced like a different style of gameplay. It was relatively similar gameplay, but the spaces were more wide open.
Yeah.
And like they increased like the speed of Croc to like
they
didn't really adjust the like say what you want about Croc's original tank controls, but the game was built around the tank controls.
Yeah.
Croc 2 was not built around the control scheme of Croc 2.
So did they keep the Yazoo?
Oh yeah, all of that's still the same. But
I like the Yazoo.
To me, Croc is better than Croc 2 because even though Croc had like tank controls or whatever, it like felt intended. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like every aspect of Croc was intentional.
It's basically like
whereas
this game, you can't crawl around on the floor. But on The Last of Us 2, you can like crawl on the floor.
But-
and people are like, why don't they have that in this game?
Yeah.
Because the levels weren't designed to use that feature.
Yeah, and Croc 2 basically felt floaty. Like they basically tried to overcorrect the tank control issue by making him like really floaty. And it didn't work.
Oh shit, punch his hat off.
Although Croc 2 is still a very nostalgic
look
game
at
for me
that
as well.
brutality. That's so good. Oh, I love to kill in this game. It is satisfying.
Take that out of context. I like to kill. It is satisfying. It is one of my favorite things to do in the world.
Oh shit. There we go.
I am going to murder you with kindness.
Oh shit, oh shit.
How
he's
dare
punching
you
me.
accuse me of murder? Murder requires intent. At most, it was manslaughter.
Put his head on the wall. Okay, don't do that then. Oh, he's dropped his key. It's always the last guy that drops the
It's
key.
always The Last of Us.
Yeah. There's actually a part in the game where they're like, that's the last of them. And I'm just like, ever since...
Roll credits.
Yeah, ever since The Last of Us came out, I keep seeing many instances in games where they're just like, that's the last of them. That's the last of... That's the... Basically, they just say that's the last of them in like every game ever.
These are the days. The Twitter days.
Twitter is not good in...
Twitter is bad for your mental health. You should touch grass. Stop being so chronically online.
Is touch grass like a new thing people say?
Do you know what Riz is?
Rizu?
No.
Like
No.
Linkara?
No.
Rizu?
Riz. It's Riz. Do you know what Riz is?
Oi, it's me, Sky Rizzy. I like to shag.
So Riz is the new thing that the TikTok generation has come up with, and it is short for charisma.
Oh, Riz.
So essentially, if someone has the Riz, or better yet,
then
the
don't have sex with them without a condom.
no, or better yet, the unspoken Riz. That is when you can like walk up to a girl and without even speaking, like get her to like you.
Yeah.
You
That's the Riz.
Yeah, you just walk up to a girl, start doing a little Fortnite dance. Oh, and the
Little flood-
flood,
I'm not
the
seeing
floodgates
enough movement.
open.
Getting a lot of the head bangs.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, get down. You silly Billy. Okay.
get down, fool, man, and a good to say, I get
My name is Buffalo Bill. I like to put my panties in a knot.
Remember those Buffalo Bill ice creams?
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah, I like that they had the
Buffalo
big
Bill. not
Buffalo
I
Bill.
remember someone tweeted
Bubblegum
Buffalo Bill. They're like,
Bill.
we like you, Buffalo Bill. And then they replied, oh, that's my brother. I'm Buffalo Bill.
I love Kevin Rudd posting on the official Facebook account for 50 Cent, and he said, "I found you in my pocket the other day."
He was a silly.
Yeah.
I love when the Kevin voice goes, Admiral Oink. So I called Admiral Oink to the scene.
I love the bit on Rove Live where they had Daniel Radcliffe on the show, and he said like, "Oh, I was rewatching like the first Harry Potter movie in a hotel room the other day, and I was like so surprised looking at the TV screen at like how tiny I was." And Rove was like, "Oh yeah, I know what you mean, because sometimes I watch my TV show on my TV screen, and I'm so tiny on the little TV screen." And he just laughed so much laughing.
Tiny. Man, they give you a lot of health kits. Give me that shiv. I want that. I want the brick. Give me the brick. Actually, give me that.
Brown bricks.
I want him to come here and I'm going to hit him.
I'm gonna hit you with a brown brick.
Yeah, basically.
I'm gonna hit you with Minecraft. I'm gonna hit you with my fist.
Oh shit. I'm going to die.
Go, Gadget. I have a force field.
I got killed. I died in the game. That's a whole feature. You can get killed and you die.
Let's be smart about this.
People die if they are killed.
Go, Gadget. Everyone is now Futanari.
Nice. Some big like gimmick account like posted my art and added my account, and then where was I going with that story? Anyway, someone replied. It was like, "Oh, I saw it. It was full of girls with dicks." So pass, and people are like, "What's wrong with that?"
What's wrong with that?
Like, that sounds good. Let me go in.
Based.
Nice. Oh shit. Oh, nice one, Tess. I'm gonna kill him with one hit.
Okay, so
Nice.
there's this funny video that's basically like a review cut down to like a few seconds, and it cuts off before the guy continues, and it's like they made a Cars video game. It was based. It cuts off.
It was based.
It was based.
I fucking love the first Cars movie.
Yeah, Cars 3 was pretty
Cars
cool.
3 was
It was
a
okay.
fucking story about racing, not fucking
Spies.
Oh, nice one, Tess. Why did it have to be about spies?
That's similar to when they made like a sequel to Wreck-It Ralph, the video, the movie about the video
Yeah.
game characters, and they said let's make an internet movie, and then everyone said, hang on a second, this is just the Emoji Movie again, but with Disney characters.
When I went to Texas and stayed with my friends, I had a bunch of like gummy candy.
Yeah.
And we watched the Emoji Movie, and I do not remember a single thing other than he was like flossing to
Freako,
unlock.
at least
unlock
we'll always
the-
have Paris.
Yeah, I always have Texas.
Unlock the what? Oh, the Just Dance.
Yeah, he had to like dance to unlock the app thing. I don't know, but he was.
The thing
I
is,
don't remember the movie.
technically, the movie might have broken the law in the sense that it was basically a really long paid advertisement for all these different mobile
Yeah,
games,
wow,
and in order to
yeah.
in order to do that, you need to like make it clear that what you're showing is an ad. But like, and text at the very end of the credits doesn't count. So.
What was the text at the end of the credits?
Oh, basically just like, oh, this has been paid for by like Just
Oh,
Dance
right. Oh,
and,
shit.
and Sugar Crush Saga and whatever the heck.
Woo, woo. Okay, I can exit this area now. I just wasted a bunch of time looking for a plank of wood. Because I
Yeah.
want to hit people in the head with it. God, get a lot of health.
I am becoming a werewolf, Eddie.
I
We just want to talk.
like how they put like the bullet mark in the door frame because it was kind of weird how it looked like he was like hitting.
Yeah.
Because if he fired a little bit to the left, he might be able to get through like the wood,
Yeah.
unless it's some kind of like metal wood. What petrified wood? I don't know. Is that bulletproof? Who knows?
Metal wood
Metal wood. That's what I call my rock hard.
abs,
Yeah, I'm so strong.
which you totally have.
I'm so strong.
I mean, we could pretty much say anything in an audio-based show.
Yeah, I have a 4-foot nose.
It's true. I'm looking directly at it.
Looking directly up it.
Yeah. It's so
What's up there?
it's so big. I climbed it to get to Mount Everest.
You can find Nazi gold in there.
Nazi boogers or Nazi gold.
Exactly what I was
Yeah.
referencing. The journey up Lisa's nose.
You want to tell us where the guns are?
When I was a kid, I didn't know what he was saying when he said Nazi gold. I think he was just saying.
I didn't know what that was
Yeah,
either. My
I was
sister had
just
to
like,
explain
what?
it to me.
I think I've already told this story, but when I saw a World War II plane fighting game and it had swastikas on the planes, and I showed my mother, I said, I like this symbol, it's cool.
Oh yeah, no. All right, I really did want to say that story on Game and Chat. But I had
We've
like
done
a
it
similar
already.
story. Where when I was a kid, so you know how people used to do like MS Paint drawings in MS Paint on like the Windows 95 or whatever.
Yeah.
Because when you're a kid and you don't have internet, you're bored all the time and you don't know what to do with yourself. Anyway, I took a picture of Shrek off of the internet, put it into MS Paint, stretched it out weirdly, inverted it, gave him like fangs, had blood dripping from the mouth, and I wrote "I am gay" in like huge Comic
awesome.
Sans as a caption on the image.
Sans.
And my mum walked in on me and she said, "Do you know what gay means?"
Nope.
And I just said, "No, it is funny."
That's amazing. That's such a kid thing.
Yeah.
You even
Just
know
the
what gay
sheer
means.
lack of
It's
awareness.
cool, watch.
That is a stupid idea.
Anyway, so he sold guns to someone else that they were supposed to get. I'm here to fuck bitches and eat ice cream. And I'm all out of ice cream and bitches.
I'm here to suck and fuck and suck and fuck a trucker.
Get your truck off my property.
Get your truck off my property. I love the save state gamer so much. I wish you'd make it like if the irate gamer came back. I see no reason why the save state gamer can't come back.
I like the save state gamerific because he's so funny. Say you will, say you won't, say you
Do what I done. Say you're true. Say to me. Say la vie.
Perfect theme song.
It was basically just like, oh, I downloaded this off my like iTunes.
I listen to that on Spotify like constantly.
I actually saw that band that did Say La Vie live on like a 90s night.
Sounds amazing.
It was so fun. So fun. And I only went there for the meme.
I wonder if Joel played that song.
Sometimes I struggle because like I'm very autistic to come up with like commentary for Game and Chat. So I and also ADHD because I struggle just to pay attention most of the time. Anyway, to help me, I wrote a Game and Chat guide with notes of just like things to talk about. Like number 1, talk about funny video that you've seen on the internet.
Funny video.
Number 2,
Funny.
make reference to something cringe or memey.
Or do it yourself.
Like Sonic, Garfield, or Shrek.
Create cringe.
Or create your own. You can do it from home.
Let's do something really cringy right now.
Alright. Should we make up our own...
I would love, like, if there are any girls watching this show, you can, like, talk to me and I will talk to you about Berenstain Bears. I'm really big on Berenstain Bears.
Hello to my future girlfriend. I have started this YouTube channel so that I could find you one day. And I just want you to message me.
But I thought we were... I thought we had a thing.
I'm sorry, Casey.
I'm Joey Mitch Mega.
It turns out the real girlfriend was next to me the entire time.
Turns out the real boyfriend free girl was
inside of us all along.
My mother all along.
Oh no, shut up. Shut up, 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 shut up. Oh god. God damn. Mr. Beast made a TikTok where he dressed like a Sigma male, but he looks just like the nostalgia critic.
Yeah, he's got the suit and the sort of loose tie.
Just the loose red tie.
The little hat.
Have you ever seen the nostalgia critic Iceberg?
Probably, yeah.
It goes into like a bunch of like deep cut references into just like all sorts of nostalgia critic. Yeah, I would absolutely love to do that because I was like browsing.
Nostalgia critic.
Do you ever do that thing where you like see an iceberg picture and you're just like, hey, I know a lot about this subject. Let's see if I recognize everything on this iceberg.
Yeah,
and then I did.
I found the Last of Us iceberg, and some of the entries were because of me.
Freako.
Like, did you know that Days Gone was a prototype of the Last of Us sequel? And that was on there.
Yeah.
I kind of blew the whistle on that.
Yeah. Let's see. The Spoonie movie is a pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
Doug Walker is a secret genius. I mean, I don't agree with that necessarily, but I do think that he's like aware of his own cringe.
He's got great memes.
He's a self-aware. He's self-aware enough to know
and
that like
appreciate Ernie Plays' mocking of him.
Well, yeah, because he intentionally mocks himself though. So
he's like,
I think he prefers to be entertaining over being taken seriously. I think.
Look at that flat doorway.
Although apparently behind the scenes they thought there was like conversation going around that Doug Walker like considered himself like the next big like film director or whatever. Like he took himself too seriously.
See this reflection here? Look.
Linkara apparition. Do not research.
Look. It's like 3D and stuff, but you look at the reflection and it's like flat on the doorway.
Yeah.
It's so like I hate that shit. Why can't it be real time like the humans are? The place is right ahead. Like you can see the human in the reflection, just not through doors, and it just looks weird.
Alright, that's definitely not the one I was thinking of.
I was thinking of Shitty Bang.
The Cinema Snob movie. Oh my god! Nostalgia Critic in the AVGN versus Irate Gamer rap battle. I do know that one.
What's that one?
That's a fan made like you know those like fan made channels that do like epic rap battle of history parodies, gaming version, Irate Gamer versus the angry video game nerd. Begin. Hey, how's it going? I'm gonna rap the song, but I need to leave before 5:40.
I've made over 200 films, the latest of which is a top 10.
Top 10 list.
Look.
Who's that? And when does Ellie show up?
Yeah, that's Ellie on the right.
Man, I can't believe that they rebooted Ellie with this diverse casting.
It's Ellie and Melly. And Smelly. That's Tess. Tess is Smelly.
And Helly. And Jelly.
I like how they fixed their backpacks to make them accurate to backpacks. Like,
well, as opposed to what?
I'll show you after this scene is over.
Okay. Yomars.
Yomars?
Yomars. Was he a contributor to the website?
Where is it?
Yomars.
I don't know who that is.
Okay, so I guess that's one we don't know.
Well, like Yomamas.
Little Miss Gamer. Theme lyrics.
Oh, yeah.
What's theme lyrics?
You just sung lyrics to themes.
Oh,
of TV shows or
yeah!
something.
He did do that. It's like, this Rugrats show's not as better than all grown up was.
Yeah. He's basically just Brental Floss.
Yeah, he was trying to do the Brental
how
Floss.
good those
Wait, no, he
graphics
did the
are.
Mystery Science Theater thing as well. Remember, he used to like riff over like old timey like educational films.
Look how good those graphics are.
Go graphics!
Look at those graphics!
I have to make a computer TV game with these good graphics. What?
How
You
many
heard
times
me?
do I have to say good graphics?
How many times do I have to tell you I just shit my pants?
Anyway, she said she's going to give them double the guns if they take Ellie out of the city. So that's the story that's happening right now.
So they're protecting her.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Ellie reminds him of the girl that he used to hang out with.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know what the relation was, but it was just
Yeah.
some woman.
It's just a girl.
Some little woman.
I was wondering when Ellie dyed her hair blonde.
Yeah. Anyway, so the backpacks, see how the shoulder straps go down in a V?
Yeah.
Like in the first game, all backpacks were like, they just went straight down. They were separated a lot instead of like going into a V into the top.
They should make a DLC where all the backpacks become the
last backpack of
shin blinds.
Go backpack yourself back to the back, you backpack pack.
Violins.
So, like some part of that's got to be some kind of slur.
What, really?
Backpack. One of my favorite shitty
backpacks,
tongue
come and get
twisters
your backpack.
is Black's Blackjack.
Fuck, I almost screwed it up.
Jack Black's Blackjack.
Jack Black's Blackjack?
Yeah.
Jack Black's Jack Black.
It's
Fuck.
Jack Black, but he's black and it's his Blackjack.
Blackjack. Okay.
So it's
Black
Black's Jack Black.
Did you ever meet Jack White?
There's
a guy.
Song they did together.
Yeah, they did. They called it Jack Gray or something.
Yeah.
It's amazing. That's great.
It's funny when people get together. You know, the biggest celebrity meme marriage ever was Chad Kroeger from Nickelback and Avril Lavigne. That's just so funny to me.
Did you hear about the unknown porn video that had Nostalgia Critic playing in the
I
background?
I heard the talk about that on Only Plays. Around.
Did they shoot? We always fucking
Yeah, I think it was
dip
Sam
our hands into that
brought it
well.
up.
Yeah,
And
he's very good at like finding like really obscure videos
yeah,
on the
but-
internet. That's one of the things that I really
Let me
like
show
too.
you
Is
something. So you can't walk any faster. You can't crouch. In PS3, if you crouch, you walk faster. But what they didn't account for is if you don't have full health, you can just hold the health thing down and you walk faster.
Ah. Wow.
It's a speedrun trick to have health missing so you can do this speed walk.
Wow.
It's funny how they tried to fix it by not letting you crouch, but then you can just do that.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. It's interesting to me only.
No, it's perfectly interesting, and that's kind of like why we're playing this game anyway, because
I
it's
know
like
all the secrets.
it's something that you can like
Can
gush
I break
about,
this?
and you can like.
can.
Why did you do that?
Yes, I'm breaking the windows of my own
Property
apartment
damage.
complex.
Why though? You just Ellie's like, who is this man that I'm allowing myself to be around right now?
I think he's crazy. He just keeps smashing
Just
all the
keeps
windows.
smashing Well, I mean, I guess you gotta let out your anger somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I once kicked a hole in my wall.
Oh shit! I can
You
get
don't
the
see
top
me
one.
complaining.
You go for the top one.
The neighbors, they complained.
Yeah, nice. I love that they added window breaking to this series.
The nostalgia Christian?
Mitch wanted me.
Yes,
wanted me to tell a story
at
about
gunpoint.
how I had my wisdom teeth out.
Yeah.
And then when I finally woke up in the
It was Freako
whatever
after
room-
dentists.
Yeah, I was just like, I was kind of out of it, so I was just like, when I woke up, I was like, "Rawr, I'm a zombie." And the only thing, like the nurse just said, "Don't do that."
she just looked at you and
Yeah,
said,
and said,
don't do that.
But I felt like I had to take advantage of this coming awake situation.
Rawr. I genuinely feel like that was one of those things that you told me, and I was just like, that's the funniest shit ever, and we have to tell that story on Gamer Chat. But now hearing it back, I'm just like,
She
wow,
was so
is that
disappointed
it?
in me.
Is
Like,
that
if
it?
you were me, you'd realize how like cringe you were.
Yeah.
Like I notice all the time.
You and I tend to notice quite a lot when we're with friends that we don't realize that we said or did something cringe until like after the fact.
I'm like cringe McDevin.
That is kind of the definition of cringe, though, is attempting to say or do something and then having that lack of self-awareness, not realizing that you didn't come across like the way you intended. That's the definition,
I don't know,
objectively.
people are confusing.
You have told me before that a lot of the times when you say something that other people find funny, you were not intending to be funny.
Oh, look, it's Ellie too. She's back.
I've been on both ends of that spectrum before, where like when I was in high school, there was like a group of older students where I would say something in earnest and they would laugh their asses off, like, and I'd be like, oh, okay. But then like there'd be like a nerdy kid that was in my friend group, and he'd say like something really outlandish and bizarre in like full seriousness, and I'd be like, oh my god, you just said that? What the hell? So yeah, been on both ends of that exchange.
What I remember from school is there was this one guy in the class that never talked to anyone ever.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure he had some kind of like crippling depression.
Oh no.
Now that I think about it, but like no one talked to him. He never spoke up. Never.
Oh,
anything.
that just makes me feel bad though.
I hope he didn't kill himself because he looked like on the verge every day.
Oh my, that is such a that's such a weird thing to say about someone if you don't like know.
Think, like I don't know. I think he just stopped appearing at school one day.
On a different note,
Yeah.
I had an old friend who just stopped coming to school one day, and I thought he like moved schools, but then he like showed up at the end of the school year, and I was just like, "Where have you been, man?" And he was like, "Oh, I just didn't feel like coming to school."
There's a lot
I'm
of
like,
people
really?
A lot of people like that. And
You
I'm
just
like,
chose not to
I'm
come?
just like, how can?
Why are you still here then? How did you not get into trouble?
I remember when I went to school, there were some people that got chosen to go to this sub-school that was in a farm or whatever, and they tried to pick me to go there,
Yeah.
and they were doing this big presentation, and I was just like in my chair asleep, and I never heard from this place again because I'm just not interested in farm shit,
Yeah.
man.
I just remembered, I had a situation once, where, I think it was my second to final year, or maybe final year of high school,
Yeah.
and basically it was just like, oh, you need to pass, like, all of your subjects, or all except this one
Yeah.
subject, or else you don't, like, graduate, like, this is, like, the end for you. But, I, during the final week, I stayed up all night, barely didn't get any sleep, because I wanted to try and get all my final assignments in, and, I got one final assignment in that was like, on paper, 2 oral presentations, and then when the final one came at the end of the day, and this was like a teacher that like really had it out for me, like really didn't like me, and she was like, "Mitchell, are you ready to present?" And I was so tired and just so out of it and just didn't give a shit that I was just like, no. And she was like, are you going to present? And I was like, no. And she's like, you do realize that if you don't do this, you're going to have to repeat the school year. I'm like, yeah, that's alright. And I just fell asleep.
Oh my god.
And I somehow still graduated.
I remember. Wow.
That's the funny bit.
And she's trying to push you.
Yeah.
Anyway, I forgot my silly school story.
That's okay. It'll come. I always say if it's
Yeah.
important, it'll come back to you.
Look at them rain graphics.
Although
man.
that doesn't always apply to people with ADHD like myself, because sometimes I forget things that are really important and just don't know about it.
I don't know. Every time I had like a test in school, I would just write gibberish answers because I didn't care. I never got held back or anything. I just.
I thought we were just gonna like play tag or duck duck goose or something. I didn't realize there was a zombie apocalypse going on.
Yeah. When did all this happen? I
What?
was like,
I must have been napping through that part.
oh, this doesn't.
Wait, those are zombies? I thought they were like
They were-
cosplayers.
Yeah. I've been living in a convention land all my life, and that's what was told to me.